All right, so we're going to talk about Kegel exercisers, and we have a few different kinds of Kegel exercisers that we can show our clients, and each one of them has their purpose. Now we have to understand when you're talking about Kegel exercisers and teaching your clients how to use them is the vagina is a cul-de-sac. What goes in will come out. These kind of toys, however, do not go anally because that is the superhighway to surgery. The next time you see that toy, it will be on an x-ray. So they do not go anally, vaginal use only. Now the reasons why you want to make your Kegel stronger is not only does it save you from having to spend hundreds of dollars and depends as you get older, but it helps your orgasms become stronger. It does help hold in that pee sneeze, and it helps tone the whole pelvic floor. It's more than just one muscle. It's a whole muscle in the whole pelvic floor that actually goes right from your anus all the way up to the front. So you want to make sure that that's nice and toned because as you age, like every other muscle, those muscles get lax. And heck, if it can help you have stronger orgasms, why wouldn't you do it? So at my parties, I show three different kinds of Kegel exercisers. I show the single and the double Kegel balls. I show the glass balls, and I show the pleasure pearls. Now I don't show the Benoit balls. The reason being is I try and urge my clients away from the silver Benoit balls. Now a lot of people in this world, like I think 65% of people, have a sensitivity to nickel. Those Benoit balls are stainless steel plated. Anything that's plated has nickel in it. So that is the worst time in the world to find out if you have a nickel allergy is by using the Benoit balls. So this is why we have other toys to use. Now this picture that I'm going to put in right here shows you the sizes of the toys. So we have the double Kegel ball, the single Kegel ball, the glass balls, the pleasure pearls, then the silver Kegel balls. Now that shows you the size difference. So there is a dramatic size difference between all of them. So I start with our single Kegel ball. What you'll notice is there's this nice little string at the bottom, so it's our handy dandy retrieval system. So this is good for the people that are really unsure about it and they're really worried about the Kegel ball getting lost. They will not get lost. Now inside is another little ball. So what you're going to do, always make sure these are nice and cleaned. So when you're selling these to your customers, make sure you're selling them a toy cleaner as well as a lubricant. Even if they don't have a regular lubricant, they should get one to use for the Kegel balls because anything that goes inside the vagina should be lubricated and it should be clean. So you're going to add just a little dot of lubricant to the top there and you're going to slide that into the vagina. Now this, just like a tampon string, it acts like your string, so it's easy to get out, a little bit of peace of mind there. So now what you're going to do is do your Kegels. So clench. So just like you're cutting off the flow of urine, you're going to do that with that same motion with this. That is engaging your Kegel muscles and that is holding the ball in. Now every time you move, that little tiny ball inside hits the outside and your body is subconsciously clenching it in. So not only are you consciously doing your Kegels, but subconsciously every time you move, you're doing a Kegel as well. So the reason being that you would want to start with the small one, there's actually a good amount of weight here. Now this, I mean not the small one, this is a bigger one. Now because there's a little bit of weight, it acts like a weight for your vagina. So just like when you go to the gym, you're using your barbell, you add some weight on there. And as you get further along in your workouts, when you get stronger, you add more weights. Same things with your Kegel exercisers. So this one, I always recommend them to start out with the single. Always start out with the single. I actually sell a package with the single and double at a discounted price, so they get both sets of them. But if they're just starting out, I recommend the single. Now, a really good way to learn how well your Kegels are getting, or to add a little bit of extra fun training, is once it's inside and you're clenching, you do your Kegel, give this a little tiny tug. Just a little tiny tug. And or when you get really good, you can almost play like a little tug of war game. And what that's doing, it's A, showing you how strong your Kegels are getting, and B, adding a little bit of extra resistance as well. So I recommend only 5 minutes to start out with when you're starting out. And then you build up your time. You build up your time. Now, when this feels a little bit too light and you need a little extra, we're going to go ahead and use the double. Same idea. It has the string on the bottom. It's flexible in the middle, so you can still bend over. You don't have to walk around like you have a 2x4 stuck up there, but same idea. Clean it, lubricate it, insert this into the vagina. This is just adding extra weight. So, much like adding that extra weight on the barbell. You can go ahead and do your Kegels, and each of these balls have the other little ball inside too. So that is adding some sensation, so your body is clenching those as well. You can go ahead and do the tug-of-war thing with this too. And then when you take these out, always make sure you clean them and keep them in a separate bag. I recommend either one of our toy bags, so the Keep It Clean sugar sack, you can keep them in, or a Ziploc bag. You just want to make sure these are always cleaned all the time. Now the next ones I show are our glass band wall balls. They come in this little cute little pouch, and there's two sides to the pouch, and inside are the glass balls. So when it comes to these kind that have the two balls, I recommend starting out with just one of them. The worst thing you could do is just plop both of them in and carry on your merry little way. Chances are, plop plop goes the balls and you get frustrated. So just start with one. Just like you did the single with this, you're going to start out with just one ball and do your Kegels with that. Now, we remember the vagina is a cul-de-sac, so this will come out. If you can't put your finger in and kind of swoop it out, if that doesn't work, then all you have to do is squat and bear down a little bit and it will come right out. Sometimes that gravity, just that little extra gravity, helps it come out. If you're really worried about it, then just a little bit of lubricant on your finger, swish that around. The lubricant and the gravity will make that come right out. So again, start 5 minutes at a time, build your way up. When you think you need to add a little extra weight, then you can go ahead and insert both of them inside the vagina. Now the nice thing about these glass ones is they're sterilizable. So you can if you really want to, you can rub these with alcohol after you clean them to make sure they're totally sanitized. Because they're made out of glass, they're non-porous. So nothing is going to get in these at all, which is a good thing for people that are worried about that sort of thing. With the glass things, there's this whole thing that you can throw them in the dishwasher, but no, because the soap that you're washing your dishes with and residue and stuff like that, not good for them. But if you want, you can even put them in boiling water to sterilize them as well. So they are very sterilizable. And then we have our pleasure pearls. Now our pleasure pearls, make sure I open this the right way because I always open it upside down. We have the pearls inside here. Now you'll notice that these are markedly smaller, much smaller than the other ones. These have a plastic coating. So there's the regular Benoit ball inside here with a plastic coating. So when they want to go to smaller balls, I always recommend the pleasure pearls because of the plastic coating. So if they have any form of sensitivity, they're not going to have an issue with the plastic coating. So again, you start with one, use that for a while, and then you can go ahead and insert the second one, and that just adds the extra weight. So that is our Kegel exercisers. Now, I always show the tee-up as a finish to my Kegel exercisers. Now, ladies, if you want that instant snug, that instant, I worked my butt off doing these Kegel exercisers in an instant, we have our tee-up. Now, tee-up is a cream that you use inside the vagina. And what that does is it swells up the vagina, makes it feel a little snug. So it almost makes him feel like Mr. Big, like the first time. So this has alum, and alum swells soft tissue. One thing you need to keep in mind with this is you need to apply it before you have any contact with him, because alum swells soft tissue. So if you were to apply it and he goes down on you right away, he's going to have to explain to the guys the next day why he's got big, huge bee sting lips. All right? Keep in mind, you didn't hear this from me. just don't tell people you heard this from me, but if he's really, really got on your nerves and you're really upset, put some on his beer bottle. Right? Yeah, kind of funny. So this will last for about 12 to 18 hours. So you can apply it around dinner time, and then it's still going to be good when it's playtime. So it's still going to be okay. So you take one pea size amount and you're just going to swish that inside the vagina. Let that sit, let it do its own thing. And I love products that multitask. If you get a paper cut or any sort of cut on your finger, and you can put a little bit of this on that cut, poof, it's just going to swell that cut right up. So, I love products that do more than one thing. So that was our Kegel exercise.